everybody, this is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be talking about the loadout and launch content for Black Ops 6 Zombies, a deeper preview, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a big reminder, about a week ago, we ended up launching the Detonated Stockpile, which is a Call of Duty bundle tracker. As of now, we have every single pack for Modern Warfare 2 and 3, with Warzone 1 era bundles coming in the next few weeks. Then, of course, we'll have every single Black Ops 6 pack once bundles start getting added in with Season 1. Now, a couple of days ago, they ended up dropping a massive Zombies launch blog post in which we got our first look at the Liberty Falls redesign and a look at the new HUD overhaul, which is a response to the fan feedback that Treyarch received during the COD Next event. Now, since then, I posted two other separate videos, one about augments and one about the Gobblegum system, since there was quite a bit to get through for both of those topics alone that I didn't want to cram everything into one long half-an-hour video or anything, whereas we also ended up learning that at certain player levels in the Black Ops 6 progression, you will be unlocking zombie-specific items. We're going to circle back to that a little bit later in this video, but also big shout out to Control Freak for hooking me up with the brand new Black Ops 6 thumbsticks. As you guys can see, we got these Cerberus heads on these clean looking grips, and we also have the challenge coin featured within this package. Every order on the Control Freak page for these thumbsticks will come with the challenge coin, which is actually what the in-game charm also looks like. That code is featured within every single Black Ops 6 thumbstick purchase. Once again, you can use code DYNAMITE to save 10% off any Control Freak order. It'll be cool to see if they end up doing another zombies themed Control Freak drop at some point in the next few months, since we ended up getting that Deadshot Daiquiri collector's can a few weeks back. Now, with that being said, we got a nice, beautiful image of the operator selection menu within Black Ops 6 Zombies. Over at COD Next, there was of course an unfinished operator select menu. There really wasn't any background at all, but yes, we are going to be getting something very close to Cold War, where you have a nice, pretty background, and then the operators will kind of walk through that menu. We also got a bit of an unfinished preview of what I'm talking about in one of the recent zombie intel drops. They were talking about the main crew and the characters in BO6 Zombies, and you could see very clearly that the operators were walking through what looked like the main menu. As they wrote though in this blog, you are encouraged to play as one of these 4 characters in Zombies for an enhanced story experience and some unique content. So there's gonna be an icon next to our dedicated crew characters. That's Weaver, Maya, Gray, and even Carver. So you don't have to play as these characters, but it is like World War II Zombies in 2017, where if you want to play as anybody else that you want, operators you have access to, feel free. But if you want to really dive into the narrative, then it is recommended that you play as the quote-unquote set crew of Black Ops 6. Now, I also want to remind you guys that in the coming days, we're going to end up seeing a progression-focused blog post talking about prestige rewards and other surprises that we don't know too much about just yet. But yes, progression is synchronized between multiplayer, zombies, and eventually Warzone with Season 1. It's not going to be like Black Ops 4, where you have a separate prestige system for each game mode. That was crazy. It's going to be more like Cold War, where your level is actually a reflection of your playtime in every single mode combined. Treyarch actually provided us with a look at the first 4 prestige icons earlier today, and one of the prestige icons is of course based on World at War. You can see that nice World at War zombie in the center, the Duris moon right behind them. It's really cool to see that we're getting a bit of a nostalgic Black Ops focus on all the upcoming prestige icons. We'll again be going over all the prestige rewards once those are revealed in the next few days. Now, we also got a beautiful screenshot of what the Zombies loadout menu does look like for the launch on October 25th. As they confirmed, the loadout menu is going to be a little bit different from what we're going to be seeing in multiplayer. So your Zombies loadout will consist of your primary weapon, a melee weapon, because again, there's a dedicated melee slot in Black Ops 6, your field upgrade of choice, a tactical, lethal, and then your Gobblegum pack. So again, a Gobblegum pack will consist of 5 guns of your choice, but later in a match, you could of course switch your Gobblegum pack, which is something that you weren't able to do back in Black Ops 3 or 4, and I'm assuming it's going to be like Cold War, where if you want to switch your loadout mid-game, you can do that, but then you have to die and respawn for that to actually take into effect, which is something that you're kind of restricted on doing unless you're playing in co-op. Now, as far as your primary weapon goes, you can bring in an AR, SMG, shotgun, light machine gun, marksman, sniper, pistol, or even a launcher. This could be just the base version of that weapon, a custom build that you made, or even a blueprint that you've unlocked. And when it comes to global weapon builds, just to remind you as to what that means that if you put together a build for a certain weapon, you can actually bring that exact build into every mode that you want without ever having to really worry about setting up that class again from scratch when you select a different mode. All the attachment settings that you put together will carry into every single experience, but you don't have to play that way either. If you want to make changes to your build in each mode, then feel free to do so. Now, obviously, you guys are probably familiar with how field upgrades work. They were in Modern Warfare Zombies, they were in Cold War. If you guys are unfamiliar with them, the video is going to be linked down below, but as you get kills, you'll be able to to recharge your field upgrade faster so you can use it again. But if you want to pop a gobble gum that also helps you recharge it faster, then you can also go ahead and equip Arsenal Accelerator. As far as equipment does go, let's go ahead and check out every item that'll be available and what level you unlock that item at. I got to check out some of these items over at COD Next, so I'll put some gameplay on screen so you guys can see. I believe I previewed the workbench a couple of times, so I'll try to find that clip and put it on screen for you. But we first up have the concussion grenade, unlocked immediately, but will cost 250 salvage to actually craft in game, unless you find that on the ground or something. We also have the smoke grenade, unlocked at level 17, which will cost 500 salvage to build in game. We then have the stim shot, unlocked at level 30, and will cost 250 salvage to craft in game. We then have the decoy grenade, available at level 35. It'll cost 500 salvage to build. And then we have the shock charge, available at level 42, which costs 500 salvage to build as well. Moving on to the symbol monkey. Yes, the monkey bomb is back. You unlock this at level 18, and it'll cost 1,000 salvage to build in a match of zombies. But lastly, we have the Casimir device, which you can unlock at level 48, but craft in game for 1,500 salvage. Just as an FYI, for any of the items that I mentioned that are also usable in multiplayer, you unlock them at the same level for both modes. So if you guys hit level 30 by just grinding Warzone or multiplayer, then congrats, you can also use the sim shot now over in zombies. There isn't a separate leveling system for each of the game modes. Everything is synced as one. Moving on to lethals, we're gonna be looking at the basic frag grenade, which you can use immediately. It will cost 250 salvage to craft in game. We then have the sticky grenade, you unlock at level 9, which will cost 250 salvage to go ahead and craft. We then have the C4 available at level 14, which costs 400 salvage. Then the thermal grenade at level 21, which costs 350 salvage, followed by the impact grenade, which will cost 350 salvage, and you unlock this at level 26. We then have the Molotov at level 32, which costs 350 salvage, the blast trap at level 41 for 350 salvage to craft in game, and lastly the combat axe at level 53, which currently doesn't have a crafting cost. I guess you can either get them for free or you just gotta find them randomly around the environment to be able to use them. But as far as support equipment does go, this is obviously a bit of a controversial topic. There's a few folks out there that really don't like the idea of score streaks, armor, or self-revives within zombies. In that case, if you don't like it, just don't use it, but I'm still gonna go over this anyway for the folks out there that do want to hear more about how support content is going to work. So we have armor plates, of course, unlocked immediately, and you can of course access them in game in every match. It costs about 50 salvage to pick up a plate, so if you want to just keep buying plates, then it'll cost you some salvage, not points, to go ahead and craft them. Now wall buys will increase the number of plates that you can carry from 1 to 2 or to 3, right? You got to look for those colored wall buys which do feature armor vest. I'll try to show a clip on screen so you guys can see. We then have the ARCXD unlocked at player level 5, which can be unlocked in game and crafted for 1,000 salvage. We then have the LOBR unlocked at level 21, which can be crafted for 1,250 salvage. The Hellstorm, which you can craft for 1,250 salvage, unlocked immediately. And then the Sentry Turret unlocked at player level 12 for 1,500 salvage that you can craft in game. The Mangler Cannon, a very fun item that you can unlock at player level 20, but craft for 1,250 salvage. We then have the Chopper Gunner at level 45, which you can craft for 2,500 salvage, very expensive. The Mutant Injection to become a Mangler also costs 2,500 salvage to build, but you don't unlock it until player level 39. Lastly, a Self-Revive. You can only go ahead and buy 3 per match, so a big step up from Cold War, which arguably was a bit too easy, and you can craft these for 1,500 salvage in-game, and you also unlock these immediately when you boot up the game. Now, something that got confirmed several months ago with the initial reveal of Black Ops 6 Zombies is that weapon kits from Black Ops 3 are indeed returning. What this system allows you to do is fully customize every single weapon in the game so that when you find that weapon in the mystery box or on a wall buy, you can then grab the weapon and have it fully kitted out to your liking when it comes to the exact attachment modifications that you want for that weapon. We really haven't seen that system in a little while, and they also did mention that wonder weapons will be included in the weapon kit system. Now, as far as what you can customize with a wonder weapon, it's probably just going to be the skin the wonder weapon has. This is also a brand new system that they haven't really talked about too much yet, but they probably will once the Easter egg officially gets solved on both Terminus and Liberty Falls, because apparently wonder weapon skins are going to be rewards for completing some of the main Easter eggs. So I guess it'll be cool to be able to have a bit of a camouflage or some type of blueprint-like wrap on some of the various wonder weapons like the Beam Smasher and even the Jet Gun. But I think it's great that we're seeing the best of a lot of different types of zombie gameplay systems merged into one here with BO6. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. That's everything we know so far about the loadout system in Black Ops 6 Zombies. As of now, for those out there wondering wondering what's going on with the potential classic mode where you just spawn in with the pistol. That doesn't exist yet, nor has it been confirmed. So if you want to just play like classic zombies, feel free to just spawn in with a basic pistol, avoid all the other mechanics if you don't want to use anything. But that's everything we know from your exact loadout, how it's going to work with equipment, support content. Leave all your thoughts down below. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.